Hello everyone, this is Gorax and today I got something special for you. I'm gonna show you a video of Flora team against Temporal Vortex 3. So this is behind whatever is happening in global, and this is the account I helped improve the damage. This is currently rank 1 on the server. The second rank was 3 million behind. The team that you can see was doing 700 million damage. I increased that damage to 724 million, increasing the gap between the first and second place. And also I have few notes for the player how to improve it further, as there's only one thing that he can do and that will increase his damage exponentially. So let's have a look at what I've done. So this was the original team. As you can see, pretty solid overall. Obviously, since this is Vortex 3, the player doesn't have perfect equipment. He's struggling with few things, but that's okay. So what I've done is I changed the equipment on the heroes. I kept Flora exactly the same. She's doing very good DPS, and I'll show you that in a second. I put Emissary set on Felicity to ensure when she applies, which is remain, we will have the extra damage. Also, I increased her crit rate up to 100%, so even at this level, she will have very good upkeep of the ultimate. These are the current stats of Flora for those of you who are interested. Obviously, this is a high-end team, so not everyone will have access to that. Also, I removed the ring from the Caspar, as at this stage, Caspar is not doing much damage. His DPS dropped from like 170,000 to 120,000, while Flora's DPS increased significantly thanks to this. When we resist a debuff, which is the defense down, we will increase our allies' damage by 15%. During the results and test, the player didn't have this rune, so he had way less resistance. I managed to clear Ancient Battlefield on his account as well, level 12, and we got this rune, so the damage will only go up. I'm gonna leave it the way it is right now. So yeah, this is one of improvements. More resistance on Caspar will help to resist. We still want to use some attack equipment on him, and this is why we will use crit rate and offensive equipment here to keep at least over 100,000 DPS. And as you can see, we will also use the Brotherhood set. When the wearer casts an ultimate skill, all allies' elemental damage will be increased. This works really well on Caspar because he will be second in our rotation. So I'll explain that later on. So you want a little bit more resistance to ensure you resist the defense penalty and increase everyone's damage. Keep that in mind. Secondly, we will have oh, I forgot his name. Come on. Eric. Yay. I had him forever, right? Since season 1. So Eric, Puppeteer set. He is missing an attack percentage carnage, so this will increase. We could also go for attack percentage carnage glove here, which would help. And yeah, he's got one. We can do that easily. However, looking at this, we will lose a lot of attack because this has been elemental enchanted. So this is why I usually don't do on the test server, right? So this gives him more attack, and we won't have as much attack as possible, so we will transfer this attack to all of our range heroes. Another way of doing it is if we had Puppeteer set, an attack chest, we could use this mythic equipment that will give him even more attack, because at the start of the battle he will gain 20% from someone with the highest attack. So that's a very good solution here. And next we have Ogok. So this is where the biggest boost can happen. Currently his Ogok doesn't have enough accuracy, and I tried multiple builds to hit the accuracy threshold, but the issue is he doesn't have accuracy rune, not even a purple one. So we can't hit the threshold of accuracy to apply attack penalty. His Ogok is also inspiration 4. That means he doesn't have the OP inspiration that Ogok 5 has. And I'm going to show you that if we had that, that would solve all the issues, because inspiration 5 basically means we don't need any accuracy, which will make building Ogok so much easier. So this few slight changes increase the damage by 21 million. Now keep in mind, with Flora teams, everything is random. So let me quickly show you the timings as well. Obviously, you have been doing Flora teams, so you know how to do the timings. This actually could be changed to 10.8 as well. Basically what he's trying to do is casting it as often as possible, but it should be as close to this as possible. So in this case it will be like that, because we have 10-second buff on Casper's extra damage, so that's the ideal timings you want. 30.4 on Ogok, and then we have extra shield. Obviously at this stage your shields will not be timed, like they will always desync because your island is not built properly. So this is how you would play this, and this is how I improved his team. 20 million extra, that's a huge gap over second place now. The gap was only 4 million, very close between both of them, but now there is that. So I tried Adulus as well. While I can do around 680 million damage, with Flora's doing over 2.2 million DPS. With Adulus you can't survive longer than 5-6 minutes, so at his stage Ogok is still doing better. Obviously at Vortex 4 he will need to start using Adulus more than Ogok, which means eventually the competition who have Crisis will overtake that Akan. But yeah, this is how you build Flora's team in Temporal Vortex 3. Obviously keep in mind that the DPS will differ slightly depending on the random numbers that you can get, but still, as you can see, 1.7 million DPS here achieved. Let's just skip this fight till we get to the end, basically. So the main issue here is Ogok surviving. As you can see, he is basically constantly below half HP, struggling to stay alive. Luckily, the immortality will keep us alive, but not long enough, because we are struggling here. So this is why the accuracy and extra attack penalty will really help this team, because as you can see, I can apply attack penalty every so often, but not when it's crucial and not where Ogok needs saving. And as I mentioned, the problem is surviving that 120 stacks when Ogok just dies before he can cast his immortality. So once accuracy rune is obtained, this will be so much easier. So that was 724 million. Obviously, you can still try Adulus, pretty much similar equipment, obviously focused on enlightenment more now. With this team, I was looking at 688 million. So while I didn't survive as long as with the Ogok team, I was able to do a lot of damage. You'll notice that the DPS will be significantly higher. Obviously, we also have 5 affinity in here, so Flora's just jumping to 1.5 million DPS straight away on the first ultimate, really. Oh, maybe that was a second one, but huge compared to the previous DPS. And I'm using pretty much same equipment on the 4 heroes here. The only difference is obviously having 5 affinity and Adulus here, so 2.3 million. So those of you who have Crisis, this icon doesn't have Crisis, you can still dish out a lot of damage on the Temporal Vortex 3. Obviously we know in the end Beldel will take over, but for now it's still Flora's world in Temporal Vortex 3, because obviously Beldel banner will not be available yet during that, because this server is actually a few days before the main servers available. So if you're struggling as well, you think you can do better and you have resources for it, just direct message me on Discord or join my Discord, and then we can set something up. As you can see, this does work. I can use my experience, I can boost your damage and help you out. And obviously, this helps other people as well, because I can create video now in a different situation that I am on the test server. And here we are at the stage where Adulus is struggling to stay alive, and we are doing 650 million damage with 2.2 million DPS. And look at this, even now with Adulus, we're very close to the Gorax damage. Now, if we can survive one more rotation, we can out-damage Gorax. So it's possible, it's just very random. But yeah, I even upgraded the damage of this icon significantly more. So that's a 40 million damage increase on this icon. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Even Adulus outdamaged the Gorax. In the end, I added an extra 20 million to the damage for that icon, for that player. Hopefully he will be very happy about that. So once again, everyone, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye.